guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so the All Stars housemates spent their first night in Big Brother's house. Last night was fun. We saw a lot of characters, but I still feel like most of them are still very much, I don't know how to put it, they are still not opening up. Like they are still forming, oh, we're stars, oh, we're matured, oh, and all that. And it's actually normal because it's just the first night. Yes, guys. So in this video, I'll be telling you what I've noticed so far from their first night in Big Brother's house. First, I think the level of housemate, the crop of level of housemates that we have in the house might just be the first set that might be evicted, them and Princess from the double wahala season. Why do I say so? Okay, maybe with the exception of Illebaye though, most of the level of housemates that was picked, I honestly don't think that they have enough character. I don't know how to put it, but I honestly don't think they have enough character when put side by side with the other housemate that was picked from the likes of Pepe Dem or the double wahala season. Like, I mean, looking at it, you have an Adekunle, you have a Doyen. At least with Illebaye, at least we have something to work with. Even though Illebaye too, some of the things she was doing last night was really uncalled for. But I honestly feel like they have a lot of work to do if they still want to remain in the show. The Pepe Dem ex-housemates they were brought back, for me, I feel like they are the most strategic. I mean, you have Fraud, you have Seyi, you have Mercy, you have Ike, you have Venita, and I think one other person. I think they are like five of them. And they are the ones that are much more strategic. I mean, the first night, they have already started talking about, alliances, conspiring, and all that. That was what Mercy, Venita, and I think Seyi were doing outside in the garden. Like, I love that. Why? Because, I mean, it's 120 million naira cash. So, I mean, it's a lot of money and you need a lot of strategy and planning. And you all remember that in that season there was a whole lot of strategic move going on. So it's actually looking like they are the ones that are much more prepared, because they are like, you know what, we are going to be protecting our own while putting up all these other people. That's what I noticed last night. Also, it looks like we might be having boarding ship or ships or friendships, whichever one. First is Soma and of course Angel. Yes, like, I mean, first they had this, beautiful conversations by the pool. They also someone was there with her when somebody stained her shirt with Guinness and she was trying to take it out by washing it. And then they exchanged bracelets. Like, have your sheep ever exchanged bracelet before? Yes, they exchanged bracelets. They were like always together all through the night. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Even though I saw Soma flirting with Illebaye, but the way it is, he's sticking more with Angel than with Illebaye. We also saw some Cross and Illebaye moments, in the kitchen where Cross lifted her up. We also saw some Illebaye and Ike moments. You see why I said that Illebaye is, one person from the level up in the house that we can actually work with, even though I feel she is doing a lot of gum body. I mean, what is this, with her and Urel? Like, it's giving school daughter, school mother ish, if you get what I mean. But if that is what will make her stay longer in the show, then I mean, girl, 120 million is a whole lot of money. Play your game. And I also think that Illebaye is coming with this whole Gen Z thing, even though I feel like sometimes she should should just be careful not to overdo it. I mean, not to get on people's nerves. I mean, when they were doing their introductions and all that, the way she was like, what's funny? Oh, come. I'm like, okay, girl, I understand that, you know what, you want to command respect, but I mean, it's just the first day. You don't want to start making enemies now, because this game is not just about we, the audience, voting for you. It's also about people in the house, and it might also be about other ex-housemates. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, remember that Big Brother said he's going to be having an eviction jury, and I looked it up from other seasons or other Big Brothers from across, you know, other countries and all that, and I realized that that jury is actually formed from ex-housemates that were part of the show, that were evicted and probably kept somewhere, who will be privy to everything that will be happening in the house, but not part of the game anymore. And these guys might just be the one to pick the winner. Yikes. So if that is what Big Brother is planning, so it's actually good to actually know how you move, be strategic, but really don't form too much enemies. Form more alliances than enemies, because at the end of the day, it might come back to haunt you. This is not Big Brother like you saw in previous season. This is an all-stars season. Yes, guys. Also, it was a battle of, you know, do you know how successful I am? Yes, I noticed that during their introduction, even though I felt like some of the things they said were totally unnecessary and boring. At some point, I almost fell asleep, but thank God I love the show so much, so I did not sleep. Anyways, there was a lot of, oh, I have an NGO, I have a charity, oh, I'm into tech. I'm like, so everybody here is tech bro, I be tech sis. So all of you now have foundation. I'm like, okay, wonderful. I mean, it's good. The way these guys have foundations and charity and all that, I think the hunger and the poverty in Nigeria might be ending very, very soon. And this is me being very sarcastic. But I mean, everywhere, somebody, even Illebaye has a charity or something. I'm like, now, wow, when did this happen, girl? You left the house, what, some few months ago? Anyways, I also noticed, between fraud and white money, I don't know if you guys paid attention. You know, so when it was time for white money to introduce himself, he talks about himself. He talks about, having, you know, most of the restaurants on the island in Lagos that you guys ate. I have shares in it, even though a lot of people were like, oh, white money cook and all that. And I said, okay, instead of me cooking, let me own shares in this restaurant. I have, you know, my white money jollof. It will be starting in London very soon. It's in Abuja, it's in Lagos. I have lots of businesses and all that. Like, he was mentioning stuff. And you also know that fraud is there, B. And white money and fraud are like the same kind of character, the Igbo-ish kind of thing. I don't know how to put it. Like, this is me, you know, using that phrase for lack of better terms to use. And I noticed that when Fraud was trying to also introduce himself, he used almost the same phrases that white money used, like saying, most of the clubs you guys party in the island, I partner with a lot of them. I have these businesses, I be 2 clubs. I'm like, emotic boy jam another emotic boy. This is going to be a rubbing of shoulders and a lot of competition. I mean, we see a lot of them saying, oh, I have this, I have that. I'm like, okay, interesting. Battle of the most successful. Well, I actually did anticipate this. I remember even before the show started, I told you it would be a battle of, do you know who I am? Yes. But honestly, I think one thing I do actually appreciate with the housemates, all of them, I'm seeing a lot of glowing skins. Like, I'm seeing a lot of glowing skins. Their skins are giving, we don't chop money. So now the fans have got to look at these skins and say, you know what? We are not going to be killing ourselves over them. But nah, these Big Brother Naija fans, they know they're here. I hope most of them dropped a lot of money for their voting, because... Anyways, also, Kid Boy was working his magic. Kid Boy actually is a carefree guy, honestly. Like, he's been the kid wire we've always known. I think he was having a bit of headache. I'm like, kid wire and falling sick at some point in the house. Yeah, but he's actually yeah, by the time, the night was going on, I think he was getting much more better. I don't know what Tolani Badge's game is though, but I love the tea, that she and Angel spilled about Jenny's glow. Remember, Jenny's Glow signed Tolani Badge. In fact, Jenny's Glow signed a lot of them. Tolani Badge, Angel, Nengi, also. I mean, a whole lot of them. At some point, I remember we were saying, "Oh, if Jenny's Glow does not sign you as a housemate, like, have you even arrived?" I remember we were saying that. Well, apparently, it looks like Jenny's Glow is still owing them more. Yes, so according to what Angel and Tolani Badge spilled last night, they are still owing them. Do you know what I love about this season? A lot of things are, and like, a lot of secrets are going to be exposed, especially when they fight. You're going to be hearing things like, you think I don't know that you are the one that Nedu was talking about in his podcast? You think I don't know that house you are living in, you did not buy it, it was rent? You think I don't know that car you are driving, it is jalopy? We are going to be hearing a lot, and I'm here for it. So you snooze, you lose. I mean, there was a lot of, discussions, late night discussions. So people did not really go to sleep early. There was a lot of play and all that. And there was some kind of tension too, between Angel and Cross, Ike and Mercy. You could see there, White Money and Doyin. Yes, at some point, White Money became kind of quiet. Even a lot of people are saying, "Oh, White Money this, White Money that." The guy is really very strategical. I mean, we saw him carrying Ghana Must Go bag, and a lot of people were laughing about it. But these are some of the things that gets you noticed, gets you being talked about by people, and he has actually cracked that game to also to always have people talk about him. And that's exactly what White Money is doing. But aside from that, there was a lot of, there were not really a lot of, there was some tension in the house so far. And I can't wait, for them to start doing their tasks, interacting. Let me see how they can still go on, not talking to each other. Imagine across Angel, Ike, and Mercy in the same group doing the tasks. It go be. And I also feel like some of the housemates so far have been lost in the midst of a lot of strong characters. People like I said, Doyin, Adekule came and said, "Oh, he's going to be bad Dex or bad boy Dex," and I wanted to see that with the pierced ears and all that. I've really not been seeing the bad boy Dex, but it's just the first night, so we are going to give him the long rope. But I just wanted them to start showing themselves from the first night, because the competition is actually very, very stiff. Princess from Double Wahala season, she's just... And again, let me just say this, and it's not just Princess. A lot of them are, like, how do I put it? A lot of the ladies are coming, what's the word? I don't know what word. They're sucking up to Mercy. Yeah, like I saw in the last night, Mercy took two space, and I think Doyin didn't have a space and she wanted one. Like, people that provided for everybody, right? And instead of Doyin to be like, Mercy, like, I don't have a space and you have to, I'll need one. And she was like, please, miss. I'm like, what is this? After people that told you that everybody's equal here, you guys are still doing this. And Princess was also like, oh, when Mercy was talking, like, oh, girl, I understand you have to, like, support your girly, but what is this talking up to people that they are doing? Do you also realize you are here for 120 million? Did you come here to do attach or attache, abi what? Like, I'm on that kind of attitude that is just doing me somehow. At some point, maybe people that can just show in more females to this game, or females that actually have their own personal, like, have their own character that can stand on their own without having to, farms people or anything like that. But unfortunately, some of these females might not even want to come, those ones with strong character. But it's just the first night in the house. I believe a lot of them are still very much trying to box in or trying to take in the fact that they are back in Big Brother's house. Let's see how day one will go. I'm anticipating. I'm not really anticipating much the first day, but as the show progresses, I know there will be drama. There might be clashes here and there. Not even there might be. There will be clashes here and there because already some people are already getting pissed. People like Illebaye, Angel was pissed that somebody spilled drink on her favorite shirt. Venita was already giving the vibes that if you talk to me, I give you 100 and all that. So let's see how this whole maturity that they are all displaying now will actually work out as the show progresses. What are your thoughts? What did you notice? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.